Swamiji Namo Namaha, Namaskar. From today, next 5 days, we will be having a Swamiji's lecture here on the Kenopanishad. And Swamiji is coming since, many years to our temple. And thank you very much, Swamiji. Because Mahapurusha Samshrayaha, anytime any saints or gurus comes to our houses or our temples, it's blessed, and our community is blessed, and our city is blessed. So please, everyone, stay back and until Arati, and listen this lecture. And please turn off your mobile phones and silence, and enjoy the lecture. Swamiji, Namo Namaha.
Chant if you know.
Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. As we have heard from Maharajji, we will be studying Kenopanishad. Kenopanishad is called as Kenopanishad because it begins with the word Kena. Like Ishavasya Upanishad is called as Ishavasya because it begins with Om Ishavasya Vidam Sarvam Yat Kincha Jagatyam Jagat. Like in our tradition, which arti we will sing Om Jai Jagdish Hare. So the first line indicates what is going to come. So in this Kenopanishad, before we go into the depth, little bit of introduction. Upanishad Shabd word is deciphered as Upa, Ni and Shad. These are the three components. Upa is near, Ni means with commitment, Nishchayena, and Shada. Shada is the dhatu, root. And this root has got three meanings. Gati, Himsa, and Avasadana. Gati means destination. What is the destination of our being? Why we are doing anything in our life? What for? Then Himsa, all that which are the obstacles on our way, they are destroyed. And Avasaran, weakening. then the problems of the life are reduced to a great extent. These three things put together becomes Upanishad. The Upanishad Shabdena Brahma Vidya Uchyate. Similarly, Upanishads are also called Vedanta. Vedanta doesn't mean the end of the Veda. See? The ultimate in the Veda is Vedanta. So, this Vedanta or Upanishad, they are apaurushaya. Apaurushaya means they are not the intellectual expression of any wise man. They are uncreated by human mind or human intellect. And therefore, it is said, Vedas are apaurushaya. What does it mean? So if we understand the correct meaning of the word Veda or Upanishad, now I am talking on Upanishad, I will say. You will say, I am listening to Upanishad. But the real meaning of the Upanishad is, the ultimate reality is called as Upanishad. So, Upanishad Shabdena Brahma Vidya Uchyate. Be attentive. Paka Vidya, the knowledge of cooking. Similarly, Brahma Vidya, is it a knowledge of Brahman? No. Brahman itself is the knowledge. Therefore, it is not of something. So, this Brahma Vidya is the foundation of our spiritual ultimate journey. Before we come to this Upanishad, it is expected that we have gone through certain disciplines in our life. And those disciplines prepare us. We become qualified for the study of Upanishad. And that qualification is Sadhan Chatushtaya Sampanna Adhikarinam Ayam Atmabodho Vidhiyate. This knowledge is meant for those who have got this Sadhan Chatushtaya Sampanna Adhikari. Those who have got this fourfold spiritual wealth. If we want to achieve anything, we have to be wealthy. A poor man cannot achieve everything. So what is the spiritual wealth? The spiritual wealth is indicated. First, Viveka is discrimination between the Sat and the Asat, the real and the unreal. Then, when this is mature, maturity of the discrimination is called a dispassion, Vairagya. Vairagya is not against Raga. Raga is against is Dvesha, like, dislike. Vairagya is going beyond likes and dislikes. So first Viveka, second Vairagya. Third is the spiritual wealth, Shamadhi Shatka Sampatti. So Shama, Dhamma, Uparati, Shraddha, Titiksha, Samadhana, this sixfold spiritual wealth is necessary. Then only we can think of discussing and discovering our divinity. And the last is Mumukshutva. Mumukshutva means what? Is also very important. Mumukshutva means, first of all, we have to recognize that we have been living our life for so many years. Have we discovered fulfillment in life or not? Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter, Bhagavan Krishna, at the end says, Etad buddhva buddhiman syad kruta krutyascha bharata. Hey Arjun, having known this reality as our essential nature, we attain fulfillment in life. So what is the fulfillment? There are no regrets. Life is complete. There is nothing left to be done. There is nothing left to be corrected. There is nothing left to be improved. If the death comes, we can shout at her, hey, you are late. To that extent, life's fulfillment is necessary. And therefore, Mumukshutva is our intense longing to know the truth. And it can come only if we are committed to something. See? And therefore, keeping these things. Now the sixfold wealth, I'll tell in short. One is Shama. Shama is our ability to control the mind and apply to a given cause for a required length of time. That ability is called as the Shama. See? Virajya Vishaya Vrata Dosha Drushtya Mumurmuhu Swalakshe Niyata Avastha Manasaha Shama Uchyate. So Shama is, we are withdrawn from the world and we can focus our attention on whatever we have decided. Single pointedness of the mind. Then comes Dhamma. Dhamma is perfect control on our sense organs and organs of action. 10 of them, okay. Start with one. What is that one? Tongue. What is tongue? 2 in 1. Control over eating and control over talking. These 2 things if we practice, we have made a big leap in our spiritual practice. Then Shama, Dhamma, then Uparati. Uparati is effortless withdrawal. No efforts to withdraw. Then comes the Titiksha. Titiksha is Sahanam Sarvadukhanam Apratikara Purvakam Chinta Vilaparahitam Sa Titiksha Nigadyate. We are no more living under any complaining notion. Therefore, our this happy mantra mala that you heard, living at 0 complaint level. We have no complaints in our life. You will be at peace. Because Sahanam Sarva Dukkhanam Apratikara Purvakam. This can come only if we have little bit thought over. You know, the first chapter of Gita is what? Arjun Vishada Yogona. Vishada is tragedy. Has Patanjali told anywhere tragedy yoga? Ashtanga yoga, Sashtanga yoga, Nashtanga yoga told. But there is no Vishada yoga. How can the Vishada become the yoga? It is because of the Vishada alone. Vishada is tragedy. So because of that tragic situation in front of Arjuna, created by Bhagwan specifically, and therefore he turned his direction from the objectivity and came toward the subject. Therefore, the Titiksha is essential in our life. Then comes Shraddha. Shraddha, Shastrasya, Guru Vakyasya, Satya Buddhyavadharana, Sa Shraddha Katita Sadvihi, Yaya Vastu Upalabhyate. What is said in our scriptures and what we are told by the Guru, how that is right, and therefore should be accepted and practiced. This positive approach while we study or walk spiritual path is called a Shraddha. Yaya Vastu Upalabhyate. You know, here our Shirdi Sai Baba sitting there, you know, on both sides of him. If you go in original Shirdi, there are 2 words, Shraddha and Saburi. Shraddha is Yaya Saddhatte Sa Shraddha. That which upholds the reality is called a Shraddha. And friends, many people have got this wrong understanding. Shraddha is a weakness. No. Shraddha is inner strength. And when Shraddha is required, see, I walk this path, then I will reach the destination. Do you know the path? No. Then Shraddha is the inner strength. We can jump into the unknown area. That is Shraddha. Like some of you have gone to India for our Kumbh Mela. On what strength you have gone? Did you know what is going to happen over there? But we went and it happened. Therefore, many people who are intellectuals, they have got this wrong notion. Shraddha is a weakness. No, inner strength. When you know, you don't require Shraddha. When you don't know, then you require Shraddha. So Shraddha, Yaya Vastu Upalabhyate, and ultimately Mumukshutva. Mumuksha is ultimately Samadhana. So then 5 things are taken together. The 6th word condition is Samadhana. Means what? Mind is available to us whenever we want, for whatever purpose, it is fully available. That quality of the mind is necessary for the study of the Upanishad. With this, we come to the Upanishad proper. See, we will be reading the mantra. You don't have Upanishad in your hand? Okay, then I'll send you the, what you call, soft copy, and then we can start. Every Upanishad begins with the Shanti part. And the Shanti part, I'll read. If you can, you chant. It is not big. I chant in small bits. Om Apyayantu Mamangani. गला साफ कर लो. Om Apyayantu Mamangani. Vak Pranaschakshuhu. Shrotramatho Balamindriyani. Cha Sarvani. Sarvam Brahmaupanishadam. Maham Brahma Nirakuryam. Ma Brahma Nirakarot. Nirakarnamastu Nirakaranam me astu. Nirakarnamastu Nirakaranam me astu. Tadatmani Nirateye. Upanishatsu Dharmaha. Te mai santu, te mai santu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This Shanti part is chanted by the Acharya and the student only to establish rapport. Otherwise, the student is at a different level and the teacher is at a different level, and therefore exchange of knowledge will be difficult to happen. And therefore, it is chanted together by the teacher and the student. Om, we begin with the Om. See, in our religion, Sanatana Dharma, the truth is indicated in three ways. Nirgun Nirakar Brahman, Saguna Nirakar Paramatma, Saguna Sakar Bhagavan. Three words are there. Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan. Brahman is used when we study Upanishad, and Paramatma is used when we are studying the yoga, and Bhagavan is used when we are following the path of devotion. But all of them mean the same thing. Therefore, all of them are included in one word, Om. Whichever is your way of thinking of God, first think of Him and then we start. Now, what is the prayer? Apyayantu mamangani. Let all my body's limbs be healthy and strong. See, when we are good for nothing, then we should study Upanishad. No, we should be healthy and Vak Pranas Chakshu Shrotra Mato Balamindriyani cha Sarvani. And let all my faculties, Karmendriyas, Jnanendriyas, be full of vigor and strength. Sarvam Brahmopanishadam. And then what will be the ultimate? Everything is Paramatma. This is the goal of our study. Sarvam Brahmopanishadam. Other than Paramatma, there is nothing. Therefore, Ma Nirakuryam. I should not negate the presence of divinity in something or other. Ma Brahma Nirakarot. And let the divine may not reject me. May I be under the care of the divine grace in this manner. May both of us, my devotion to the Lord and God's grace, be on me completely all the time. And for that, ye Upanishads Dharmaha, whatever are the required qualification for the study of the Upanishad, te mai santu, te mai santu. Let all this qualification be in me in full measure so that I can study and then practice it. See what happens. Study of Upanishad is possible when we are able to be subjective in our understanding. And for that, Vedanta Shastra gives 3 steps. One is Shravan. I do not know, then listen. Not read. Listen, Shravan. I have heard, but I have got doubts. Then reflect. Shravan, Manan. Now I have got knowledge, I have most of the doubts are gone, but I am not able to leave that knowledge all the time. Then nididhyasan. Nididhyasan is not meditation. Many people translate it as meditation. Nididhyasana is, be very attentive, Nididhyasana is like our Tulsidaji Maharaj tells in Ramcharitmanas. Kamihi nari piyari jimi lobihi priya jibidam timi raghunatha nirantara priya lagahu mohiram. Like for a greedy person, money is the only theme of his life, nothing else. Wherever he will go, kitne ka hai, kam nahi ho sakta kya, they cannot think about anything. In the same manner, let us be committed to the spiritual life. This is nididhyasana. And then you will see, yatra yatra manoyati tatra tatra samadhayaha. Then such a person is able to discover the divine grace in and through every interaction of our life. See, I give so many examples in my talks. Most of them are not from our scriptures, but what are day-to-day examples. So one of the students, he asked me one day, Swamiji, you give so many examples and we are always short of examples. So kindly tell us which are the books that you follow. We'll use the same book so we can give examples. So I told you are one book. Nididhyasana is our ability to learn from every single experience of life. My friends, if you ask me what spiritual practice I do, this I am telling you openly. Learn from every single experience of your life. You are walking the path of Vedanta. Now here, the flight has gone, made a noise. Now the thing is, it is our freedom whether we get disturbed or we don't get disturbed. See, friends? So what is Vedanta? Vedanta is learn. Do we have any control over that? No. So there are two ways, react and suffer, or be indifferent and be happy. How simple it is. But then we react to everything. Therefore, one of our mantra you must have heard, Dekho suno mat bolo. When we see, when we hear, and we talk, we have reacted. Don't react. Nothing will disturb you. Therefore, this Upanishad or Vedanta is at the three levels. Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasana. This question will come in our mind if we are out of all the other worries of this world. See? So here the first mantra comes, and this mantra begins with Kena word, and therefore this is called as Kenopanishad. Very long Bhashya Bhagavan Shankara has written as introduction. Okay. Now I'll read the first mantra, very simple. Please repeat after me. Om Kene Shitam Patati Preshitam Manaha. Shitam Patati Preshitam Manaha. Kena Pranaha Pratamaha. Preti Yuktaha. Kene Shitam Vachamimam Vadanti. Chakshu Shrotram Kaudevo Yunakti. Kaudevo Yunakti. Now this question can come only in the mind of a person who has become aware of functioning of his own life. Now one example I'll tell you. Once I was moving around Narmadaji, and somewhere, when we are going probably near Devas or somewhere, when we are crossing along the bank, there was a lot of mud. So I had to lift my khadav in my hand and we walked through the mud. Mud was almost maybe 1 foot or 1 foot or a little more. And through that we walked. Now you can't do anything. Some thorn gone in between. So what can be done? So I had to go through. And after I crossed and went, washed my feet, and I forgot about it. No memory that it has gone like that. After second, third day, I started limping. And my friend who was doctor, he said, why are you limping? I said, this is the style, Narmada Pradakshana style. He said, you don't make jokes about everything. Then what do I do? Cry. Let me check what it is. I said, okay, check. I sat on the chair, put my foot on the stool, and he saw. He said, something has gone in your foot. I said, then what do I do? You don't do anything. You keep quiet, I'll remove it. He removed that. I said, what next? Nothing. He just put some things so that dust shouldn't go inside. I said, then how it will recover? Be attentive. He told, tissues heal themselves. You don't have to do anything. Then what happened? So from this, what I learned, that I am telling. When a foreign body enters our tissue, the tissue starts reacting. Reaction is pain, swelling, tenderness, becoming reddish. And we are eager to remove that. Is it not? Now, is the abscess on the foot a foreign body? No. It is our body only. If this example is clear, exactly the same way, when anything or anybody enters our mind, that creates a reaction in the mind. The reaction of the mind is called a desire. This is easy to understand. Harm going and swelling coming. But how the things enter our mind? So when I think about my wife, has she entered in my mind? No. Then what is that entry? Entry is whenever we have given undue importance and value to anything or anybody in our life, that becomes the cause of desires in our mind. Desire is an abscess on the human mind. See, I want a cup of tea in the morning, 4 o'clock, routine. So wherever I go, they know very well. They keep the kettle there, and tea and one cup and water. I don't need anything else. So the morning I go to the kitchen. Oh God, they are not kept it. They know I want. I am not asking anything. It is so cheap. And they are not expensive. But and then that Amma comes and tells, Swamiji, I have already prepared your tea. Take it. Thank you, Mama. Now what happened? The tea has entered in my mind, created an abscess and pain. And when I get the cup of tea, the abscess is slowly quietening down. Because the desire for the object is gone. Now tell me, what sadhana you want to do? We have given importance to something or somebody. We are squarely responsible for removing that importance. Nobody can do it. See, my friend, when we have come to this stage in our quality of life, then this question will come in our mind. Kena ishitam preshitam manaha patati. The student asks the teacher, sir, under whose command and under whose force the mind functions in its own respective area? Who is that? What is that? Kena ishitam. Who is the controller? And who is the one who is propelling the mind to function? So two functions, two things. One is the energy that is propelling, and the one who is doing that. Then, Kena pranaha prathama prati yuktaha. How the first prana begins. Who does it? times it happens, a stillborn child. Then what the nurses do? They do the Urdhva Mula Mada Shakam, hold the child upside down, and then throw extremely cold water on his body from both sides, and then it clicks. And once the first throb of life begins, thereafter the life continues. So what the throb does? A child from the womb, when it comes out, his lungs are solid. And when this throb comes, then they expand. Because they are expanding, then there is a vacuum. And because of the vacuum, the external air is sucked in. So breathing in is a passive process. It is not an active process. So, kena prana prathama prayati yukta. Then, kena ishitam imam vacham vadanti. Under whose control and lordship the speech is able to speak. Similarly, eyes are able to see. Similarly, ears are able to hear. Who is that Deva? Kau Devo Yunakti. Who is that? Who is taking care of all? Now, who can ask this question? He who has dropped the worldly objects, he who has gone beyond the influence of the worldly objects, and he has come to know. Every experience has got three components. Experience the world, experience of the world, and the experiencer of the world. So who is this? Who is doing all that? Under whose command this is happening? So kindly tell me, now a student who is asking this type of question, he will not go and tell, sir, my wife doesn't listen to me, my children are going this way, that way, and I have to pay so much of loan. It is not for them. They should go and cheat somebody and earn money. So, these questions can come only in the mind of those who are extremely subjective in their approach in life. Nobody can help us in this. We have to go back to our own soul. Now, this is the question. Now, before we go to the second, I'll tell you one example. I want to lift this phone. So, what is that because of which the phone is being lifted? Of course, I wanted, very good. Second thing, I wanted to lift the phone, but I don't know what happened. My hand is not able to lift it. Why? Maybe there was paralysis. So, there are two forces. One is desire. I want to lift. So, the I who wanted to lift. But this I has to be supported by someone who is supporting the I. So, there are two forces. One is our desire, and second is that because of which the desire becomes functional and active. See, friends? And therefore, when we rise above the desire, the divine expresses through us. How do we rise above the desire? Take this day-to-day example. Our vision sees everything. Red color, white, yellow, green. If I am influenced by the varieties of colors, where I am in those objects, is it not? If I am not influenced by any color or any form, where I am in my vision. So what is the vision? Vision is non-specific color and non-specific form. Vision has no color, no form. But normally what happens? We get lost in the specificity. See, I like red color. I don't like yellow color. Yellow, dirty, yellow. I don't like it. And then the samsara begins. So what is the first step on the spiritual path? Is we have to rise above this. And how do we rise above this? Start from this simple statement. Dekho suno mat bolo. Live, experience, no comments. When comments are not made, experiencer is not born. How simple it is. So this truth, now the teacher is trying to explain to the student. What is this? The second mantra. Shrotrasya shrotram manaso mano yata. गला साफ कर लो जरा. श्रोत्रस्य श्रोत्रम मनसो मनो वाचो हि वाचम सौ प्राणस्य प्राणः चक्षुषश्चक्षुः अतिमुच्च धीराः प्रेत्यास्मात् लोकात् अमृता भवन्ति. Shrotrasya shrotram. So you are asking that because of which the various faculties become functional. So the teacher says, it is the ear of the ear, it is the mind of the mind, it is the speech of the speech, it is the prana of the prana, it is eyes of the eyes, and thus the wise dhiraha, the wise people, when they go beyond these various faculties and their experiences, asmat lokat pretya, when they rise above this relative existence where Triputi is functional, amrita bhavanti, they attain immortality, they have discovered their essential nature. Now this example which I gave you, try sincerely without any effort. Now you are seeing Bhagwan Shankaracharya behind me. So whatever is the background or me, everything you just see. But don't make any comment. Simply see. This is one experiment. Second experiment. Now whatever you are seeing, your own comments. This was second experiment. In a second experiment, you, the experiencer, were born. In the first experiment, experiencer was not born. That means seeing was happening, but seer was not born. Where is the samsara? Samsara is when a samsari is born. See, friends, that is why one of the simplest spiritual practice is give yourself zero choice. Jo tari raha hai, so mari raha hai. Marwadi bano. See, oh Lord, thy will be done. Not me, not me, not me. When you take this stand in your life, you will be always at peace. See? Triputi Kshirnatameti Brahma Nirvana Mrityati. This Triputi is nothing but contaminated consciousness is called as mind. Mind is knowledge, consciousness is knowledge. The mind, knowledge, because there the objectivity is given primary importance. Consciousness is knowledge where objectivity is 100% absent. Now see, again the same experiment. When you are looking at something and you comment in your mind, so somebody is born. I like it, I don't like it, it is beautiful, it is not beautiful, somebody is born. Now you again look at the same thing, but no comment. You are one with the divine. This experiment try when you go home. Sit in your own room, wherever your bed or a chair, doesn't matter. Switch off all the lights. pitch darkness to such an extent you can't see your own hand. Sit quietly and keep your eyes open. This is the experiment. And then see what is happening. Eyes are open. Because of darkness, nothing can be seen. Because there is nothing to see, a seer is not born. But eyes are open, therefore seeing is happening. So seeing without the birth of a seer, samsara disappears. My friend, this is the most powerful spiritual practice. Dekho, suno, mat bolo. And this we can practice 24/7. Therefore, shrotrasya shrotram, that it is the ear of the ear, it is the mind of the mind, it is the speech of the speech, etc. Then, when we thus rise above this triputi, the knowledge where the knower known knowledge, triputi is valid, when we go beyond that, pretya asmat lokat. So what is our present world? Our present world is the world of duality, where otherness is more important than the self. See, friends. And amrita bhavanti, you discover your divine nature. That's all. Again and again we want to work on this. And when this was told by the teacher, then the student again goes and asks further questions. On this Upanishad, there are two types of commentaries written by Bhagavan Shankaracharya. So, when the teacher told in this manner, it is the eye of the eye, ear of the ear, etc. Come on, don't tell me like that, Maharaj. Kindly tell exactly what it is like. One of the words used for indicating the absolute reality is anupameya. Anupameya means it cannot be described as like this or like that. For that, they have to be two. When they say ekameva dvitiya, neha nanase kinchana, how can you say it is like what? No, but I am not able to understand. Please tell what it is like. Please explain. Now see what happens. Whatever we talk with three references. Either whatever we have known in our life through the sense organs. So our description includes Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, 5 attributes. Or our explanation or experience tells the emotions, joy, sorrow, confused, etc. Or the intellect, conceptualization. I understood, I have not understood, it has to be changed, etc. But that knowledge which is beyond the scope of sense organs, beyond the scope of the mind, beyond the scope of the logic, how can you tell about it? And therefore, the teacher says in the third mantra, na tatra chakshur gacchati. Little loudly, I am there. I am not telling you to chant Rudri and very difficult. It's simple. Na tatra chakshur gacchati. Thank you very much. Little more. Na tatra chakshur gacchati. Na vak gacchati. No manaha. Na vidmaha. Na vijanimaha. Yata etat anushishyad. Tad anya devatat viditat. Atha aviditat adhi. Iti shushruma purvesham. Ye nastat vyacha chakshire. Good. I'll tell you one important thing before we go to this mantra. In Ahmedabad it happened many years before, maybe about 5-10 years before. My friend called me. He says, Swamiji, please come to our house. My sister-in-law is very disturbed, miserable. Maybe you can tell her something, she will come out of that. I said, okay, I wait there. So she came and sat, and instead of talking, she started crying. So she could not hold herself. Then her brother-in-law said, Bhabhi, you go inside, I'll talk to you. Then he told, Swamiji, her son is in class 10, but he cannot talk properly. And he can't talk. So she is naturally being mother very distressed. And we have shown it to the doctors and all that, nothing is helping. So when nothing else, then you come to Bhagwan. So I said, okay, call him. He came. I said, here. He said, I had that time Bhagavad Gita, Vishnu Sahasranam book in my hand. I said, now repeat after what I said, loudly. And I started, Om Vishnave Namaha, Om Vashatkaraya Namaha. One word, and he started stammering and saying slowly. And we did it, maybe about 10-20 of them. And then I said, now you have to chant this Vishnu Sahasranam every day. Start with 5 shloka, 10 shloka like that, and chant all the 1,000 names. Do it for 6 months. Thereafter you tell me what happened. Because it was his urgent need, he did it. Next year when I went to Ahmedabad, he came to the airport to receive me on a motorcycle, and he said, hi Swami, how are you? The one who was not able to talk. Where from it has come? Nothing in me. Our Sanskrit compositions of scriptures, they have got tremendous divine power. No language will tell you where from A comes, where from Ka comes, where from Pa comes, where from Ta comes, where from Cha comes. Every alphabet is positioned in our mouth. That is called as the Vak Shakti. And therefore, when you chant regularly, maybe Vishnu Sahasranam or Sanskrit mantras, etc., you will see your pronunciation will be good. You will be having confidence when you talk. You will never be confused. This is the power of these mantras. Therefore, we insist, please chant, it will help you. Okay. Now the teacher says, Na tatra chakshur gacchati. My dear, you are asking me, it is like what? How can I tell you? Because eyes don't function there. See? How will you describe the space by your eyes? See? How will you describe the taste of the space? How will you describe the smell of the space? See, friends, as you become subtler and subtler, attributes become null and void. Maximum attributes, grossest. Earth has got Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha, all the 5 attributes. Then you come to the water, Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa, no Gandha, no smell. Then we come to the fire, Shabda Sparsha Rupa, Rasa Gandha is not there, smell and taste is not there. This is the technique used in the Udupi hotels. You know that? They give you so hot thing, then you eat, very hot. Taste is not there. Your mouth is only burning like that. So fire has only 3. Then air has only Shabda Sparsha. And space has got only Shabda, the sound, only one quality. So lesser the quality, minimum we talk. And when you come back to yourself, mouthshut.com. See, friends, we have to recognize this within ourselves. Therefore, dekho, suno, mat bolo, no need. so important. Who asked you? Many times we talk. And that time, if we practice this, before we talk to anybody on any topic, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? My friend, guarantee I give you, in 99% cases, we will ourselves say, no need to talk. But you know, when the vomit comes, you can't hold it. Same way, bolna hi hai. And afterwards we regret. I should not have said. See, friends, therefore, when we come to the space, hardly you can talk about. Now, if we have to talk about space, what they talk, oh, space is that which supports all the four elements. That is not space. You are talking about elements. See? Therefore, what is the space? Space is expression of the mind. When we sleep, in deep sleep, where are we? Because when the mind sleeps, the space is absorbed. Maharaj. So the teacher says, na tatra chakshur gacchati. I don't know how to tell you because it is not an object to be comprehended by the eyes. Na vak gacchati. I don't know how to talk about it. Then, no manaha. I don't know how to feel. Feel. It is not a feeling. In one place, I won't tell you the name. I was invited and some Mahatmaji came with the pant, shirt and everything. And before entering the hall, he has put on a big gown, nice Babaji time gown. And he came and all all noise. And he came and he sat there. So they distributed the flowers. So they gave me also. Then we had to go and offer flower at the feet of that Mahatma. So when I was getting up, my friend, Swamiji, don't go. He's useless fellow. I said, I'll put on your feet. Don't worry. Don't worry. So I went and put there. And then he started. Awareness has become an outdated word. Consciousness has no meaning. You should feel. You should. And the whole audience. Here Upanishad says, na chakshur gacchati, na vak gacchati, na manaha. It is not the feeling. See? And na vidmaha. Be attentive. And it cannot be known. See? For knowing something, a knower is required. Like eyes cannot see themselves. In the same manner, I cannot know myself. Na vidma. And further, ultimately, na vijani maha. Nor we know how to teach others. Yatha etat anushishyat. How to tell the truth to the disciples, I do not know. Oh God, that means I have come to a wrong place 100%. No, Guru Maharaj, don't brush me. No, I am not brushing you, but this is the truth. Na tatra chakshur gacchati, na vak gacchati, na manaha, na vidmaha, na vijani maha yatha etat anushishyat. What can I do? But your Guru must have told you something, is it not, sir? Yes, he told me. Tell that also. Okay, I'll tell that. And what your Guru told? My Guru told me, Anya devatad viditat atha aviditat adhi. It is other than the known and the unknown. What is that is not told. Now you work on it. Other than the known and the unknown. I know Gujarati. Paramatma is not Gujarati. I don't know Tamil. Paramatma is not Tamil. I know mathematics, Paramatma is not Ganit. I don't know chemistry, he is not chemistry. I don't know what to talk. Bolti band. Anye devata viditat atha aviditat adi. It is other than the known and unknown. Now you start working on this. When we go to the doctor, unless we are Indians, we will not tell the doctor, Doctor Sahab, एक injection ठोक दो यार, परेशान. Indians advise the doctor. And they are all the graduates of the WhatsApp University. So, when we go to the doctor, what we tell them? We tell the symptoms. Symptoms are known, cause is inferred. So, what is known? Effects. What is unknown? Cause. Where it is said, it is other than the known and the unknown. Means what? It is other than the cause and effect. So what will happen? Your mind will dissolve. Your intellect will keep quiet. This world is the effect. See, the rule is, the unknown is indicated with reference to the known. So what is known to us? Do you know Gupta ji? No, I don't know Gupta ji. Are yaar, that Kapoor, I know him very well. He is his son-in-law. So, Kapoor is known, son-in-law reference, and then we talk to him. And then we do some business and we get cheated. Thereafter, again if somebody asks, do you know Gupta ji? Achhi tarah se, I know very well. Because Sakshat Aparokshanubhuti. See friend, therefore, Anya Devatat Viditat Atha Aviditat Adi means go beyond the cause and effect. It is for this reason I do not entertain question answer. There is one Upanishad, Sannyasa Upanishad, where it is said, Na prushtaha kasyachit bruyat, na cha anyayena cha pruchhataha, janan apihi medhavi, jadaval lokamachare. When a person is asking you a question, if his intentions are not inquiry, one should not talk. And even if you know, behave like a dumb. Janan apihi medhavi, jadaval lokamachare. I don't know. And you know this Maha Mantra, I don't know, I got it from your children. American NRI's children, they are my guru. How come? You ask any American child, hey, which class you are studying? O, E, Om, Bhur, Bhuva, Swaha. They cannot start giving the answer straight away. Like Gayatri Mantra is not Bhur, Bhuva, Swaha, Tasavitur Varenya. Gayatri Mantra is Tasavitur Varenya, Bhargo Devasya Dhimai, Dhyo Yo Prachodayata. But Om, Bhur, Bhuva, Swaha is a prefix, is a Vyavruti. In the same manner, ask these children here, hey, what is your program? What do you want to become in your life? Om, U, Bhur, Swaha. And thereafter, I don't know. So that I don't know is such a powerful thing. After you hear that, no further question. So when this Swamiji, why this was said like that in Bhagavad Gita? I don't know, yeah. I didn't say anything. But why God created this world? I don't know. You ask him. I am not created. These unwanted questions, answers, take us away from the spiritual quest. Therefore, the Dhyana shloka of Dakshinamurti Bhagavan is Mauna Vyakhya Prakatita Para Brahma Tattvam Yuvanam Varshishtante Vasadrushiganaihi Avrutam Brahmanishtai Acharyendram Karakalita Chinmudramananda Rupam Swatma Ramam Mudita Vadanam Dakshinamurti Mide. The eloquence of silence only reveals the truth. There was one girl, college going, she took one of my books and she said, "Oh, this book so fat, write some message for me." I said, is it a book of massage or what? Message only, read that. No, some message for me particularly you write and sign. So I had to listen to everything. So I wrote, if you can understand my silence, you will understand my word. Swamiji, what is the meaning? That which is present even in the absence, that which gives existence to the absence is the reality. We know both. This is a Samsung phone. This I know. This is not an iPhone. So I am knowing both. Exactly the same way. Therefore, who am I? I am beyond both knowledge and ignorance. I am beyond both presence and absence. Can we ever experience our absence? We can never. Then is it necessary to tell that I am present? He said, the more you become extremely subtle in your experience, then we will understand the meaning of this. Anya devatat viditat atha aviditat ati. That which is beyond the scope of the knowledge and ignorance. That which is beyond the scope of the existence and non-existence. We can never have the experience of our absence. Therefore, no need to say I am present. He says. And now next step. This non-specific existence is recognized by us through some sense organs? No. How do we know I am? Do I go on smelling? I think I am. No. Do I holding? I think I am. No. Do I feel? I am. No. Do I intellectually conceive I am? No. So, bottom line, pramana nirapeksha anubhuti. That experience which does not involve operation of any means of knowledge is the truth. So what will be the sadhana? Drop all of them. Drop sense organs, freedom from the slavery to the worldly objects. Drop the mind. Yes, mind gives you both experience, joy and sorrows. But don't become joyful, don't become sorrowful. Intellect catches you in a web of cause and effect. Don't get lost in cause and effect. ऐसा ही है. Many people have this wrong approach in life. But why this is happening to me? Why? The sky is too high. Where you don't ask this question, why? From there your real spiritual life begins. Now tell, for example, have we ever asked why the fire is hot? We never ask. Then we accept the fire is like that. Thereafter we decide how to interact with the fire. And that too to our benefit. Apply the same principle, all relations, all people around us. Why they are behaving like this thing? Wrong question. They behave like this thing, you behave okay, over. But all the problems begin because of this why? Because the sky is too high. Drop this cause and effect. It is the biggest bluff See, friends, if the cause is established because of the effects, when we go to the doctor, we tell the symptoms. Because of the symptoms, the disease is established. So, who is because of whom? Whether the effect is the cause of the cause, or the cause is the cause of the effect. See, friends. Therefore, accept the world as it is. Then you will be at peace. But we should not improve the society. Have you created? No. No, the one who created, let him suffer. You enjoy. See? Slowly and steadily, when we become subjective, then these mantras go deep in our system. And then the life starts expressing fulfillment and joy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Do you know Ramaraksha Stotra? How many of you raise your hand? Quite good number. So, will you like to chant? Bhagwan Ram is sitting here. He will be also happy. At least somebody is chanting my soul. I will start it and then stop halfway. Then we all join together. Okay?
विनियोगः अथ ज्ञानं ध्यायेदाजानुबाहुं धृतशर्दनुषं बद्धपद्मासनस्थं शीतं वासोवसानं नवकमलदलस्पर्धिनेत्रं प्रसन्नं वामाङ्कारूढसीतां मुखकमलमिलल्लोचनं वीररामं नानालङ्कारदीप्तं ददतमुरुजटामण्डलं रामचन्द्रम् इति ध्यानम् चरितं रघुनाथस्य शतकोटिप्रविस्तरम् एकैकमक्षरं पुंसां महापातकनाशनं ध्यात्वा नीलोत्पलश्यामं रामं राजीवलोचनं जानकी लक्ष्मणोपेतं जटामुकुटमण्डितं सासीतूर्णधनुर्बाणपाणिं नक्तञ्चरान्तकं स्वलीलया जगत्त्रातुम् आविर्भूतमजं विभुम् राम रक्षां पठेत् प्राज्ञ पापग्निं सर्वकामदां शिरो मे राघव पातु बालं दशरथात्मजः दृशौ पातु विश्वामित्रप्रियश्रुति घ्राणं पातु मखत्राता मुखं सौमित्रिवत्सलः जिह्वां विद्यानिधि पातु कण्ठं भरतवन्दितः स्कन्धौ दिव्यायुधः पातु भुजौ भक्षकारमुखः करौ सीतापति पातु हृदयं जामदग्नजित् मध्यं पातु करध्वंसी नाभिं जाम्बवदाश्रयः सुग्रीवे शक्कटी पातु शक्तिनी हनुमत्प्रभुः पूरूरगुत्तमः पातु रक्षकुलविनाशकृत् जानुनी सेतुकृत् पातु जङ्गे दशमुखान्तकः पादौ विभीषणश्रीदः पातु रामोऽखिलं वपुः एतां रामबलोपेतां रक्षां यः सुकृती पठेत् सचिरायुः सुखी पुत्री विजयी विनयी भवेत् पातालभूतलव्योमचारिणश्छद्मचारिणः न द्रष्टुमपि शक्तास्ते रक्षितं रामनामभिः रामेति रामभद्रेति रामचन्द्रेति वा स्मरन् नरो न लिप्यते पापैः भुक्तिं मुक्तिं च विन्दति जगज्जैत्रैकमन्त्रेण रामनाम्नाभिरक्षितं यः कण्ठे धारयेत् तस्य करस्था सर्वसिद्धयः वज्रपञ्जरनामेदं यो रामकवचं स्मरेत् अव्याहताज्ञ सर्वत्र गमते जयमङ्गलम् आदिष्टवान् यथा स्वप्ने राम रक्षामि मां हरः तथा लिखितवान् प्रातः प्रबुद्धो बुधकौशिकः
आरामकल्पवृक्षाणां विरामः सकलापदाम् अभिरामस्त्रिलोकानां रामः श्रीमान् सनप्रभु तरुणौ रूपसम्पन्नौ सुकुमारौ महाबलौ पुण्डरीकविशालाक्षौ चीरकृष्णाजिनाम्बरौ फलमूलाशिनौ दान्तौ तापसौ ब्रह्मचारिणौ पुत्रौ दशरथस्यैतौ भ्रातर्रामलक्ष्मणौ शरण्यौ सर्वसत्त्वानां श्रेष्ठौ सर्वधनुष्मतां रक्षकुलनिहन्तारौ त्रायेतां नो रघुत्तमौ आत्मसज्जधनुषाय विशुष्पृशा वक्षया शुगनिषङ्गसङ्गिनौ रक्षणाय मम रामलक्ष्मणावग्रत पथि सदैव गच्छताम् सन्नद्धः कवचे खड्गे चापबाणधरो युवा गच्छन्मनोरथोऽस्माकं रामः पातु स लक्ष्मणः रामो दाशरथी शूरो लक्ष्मणानुचरो बलि काकुत्स्थः पुरुषः पूर्णः कौसल्येयो रघुत्तमः वेदान्तवेद्यो यज्ञेशः पुराणपुरुषोत्तमः वल्लभः श्रीमान् अप्रमेयपराक्रमः इत्येतानि जपं नित्यं मद्भक्तश्रद्धयान्वितः अश्वमेधाधिकं पुण्यं सम्प्राप्नोति न संशयः रामं दुर्वादलश्यामं पद्माक्षं पीतवाससं स्तुवन्ति नामभिर्दिव्यै न ते संसारिणो नरः रामं लक्ष्मणपूर्वजं रघुवरं सीत्पतिं सुन्दरं काकुत्स्थं करुणार्णवं गुणनिधिं विप्रप्रियं धार्मिकं राजेन्द्रं सत्यसन्धं दशरथतनयं श्यामलं शान्तमूर्तिं वन्दे लोकाभिरामं रघुकुलतिलकं राघवं रावणारिं रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः श्रीराम राम रघुनन्दन राम राम श्रीराम राम भरताग्रज राम राम श्रीराम राम रणकर्कश राम राम श्रीराम राम शरणं भव राम राम श्रीरामचन्द्र चरणौ मनसा स्मरामि श्रीरामचन्द्र चरणौ वचसा गृह्णामि श्रीरामचन्द्र चरणौ शिरसा नमामि श्रीरामचन्द्र चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये माता रामो मत्पिता रामचन्द्रः स्वामी रामो मत्सखा रामचन्द्रः सर्वस्वं मे रामचन्द्रो दयालुः नान्यं जाने नैव जाने न जाने दक्षिणे लक्ष्मणो यस्य वामे तु जनकात्मजा पुरतो मारुतिर्यस्य तं वन्दे रघुनन्दनं लोकाभिरामं रणरङ्गधीरं राजीवनेत्रं रघुवंशनाथं कारुण्यरूपं करुणाकरं तं श्रीरामचन्द्रं शरणं प्रपद्ये मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये पूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरेय कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं पहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् भर्जनं भवबीजानाम् अर्जनं सुखसम्पदां तर्जनं यमदूतानां राम रामेति गर्जनं रामो राजमणि सदा विजयते रामं रमेशं भजे रामेणाभिहता निशाचरचमु रामाय तस्मै नमः रामान्नास्ति परायणं परतरं रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहं रामे चित्तलयस्तदा भवतु मे भो राम मामुद्धर राम रामेति रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने इति श्रीबुधकौशिकविरचितं श्रीरामरक्षास्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णं श्रीसीतारामचन्द्रार्पणमस्तु. See you tomorrow, 6:30.
स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे।
भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट,
क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे।
भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट, क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जो ध्यावे फल पावे, दुख विन से मन का।
स्वामी दुख विन से मन का।
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे,
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे,
कष्ट मिटे तन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
मात पिता तुम मेरे, शरण गहूँ किसकी।
स्वामी शरण गहूँ किसकी।
तुम बिन और न दूजा,
तेरे बिन और न दूजा, आस करूं जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम पूरन परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी।
स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी।
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर,
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर,
तुम सबके स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
तुम करुणा के सागर, तुम पालन करता।
स्वामी तुम पालन करता।
मैं मूरख खल कामी,
मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी, कृपा करो भरता। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम हो एक अगोचर, सबके प्राणपति।
स्वामी सबके प्राणपति।
किस विध मिलूं दया में,
किस विध मिलूं दया में,
तुमको मैं कुमति। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
दीन बंधु दुख हरता, ठाकुर तुम मेरे।
स्वामी रक्षक तुम मेरे।
अपने हाथ उठाओ,
अपनी शरण लगाओ, द्वार पड़ा तेरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा।
स्वामी पाप
स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट
Yeah, everyone do the pradakshina around the shrines and take the tirtham and prasadam.